Hey peeps, we are back. We're talking The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 13, episode 3. All right now peeps, before we get into this episode, if you have not already, hit that like button and subscribe. Help me grow this channel. I need all the help I can get. Thanks guys. All right, so again, before we get into this episode, anyway guys, over at Salt Lake City, did you guys hear about Heather suing Monica? Well, Heather's not actually suing Monica because housewives are not allowed to sue each other. Beauty Lab and Laser is suing Monica. Now, I remember at BravoCon, Heather made some kind of comment that nothing that Monica says is true. And I said, well, when the hell did they fall out? Well, come to find out. Now, all of this is alleged because, I don't know these people personally. But from what I have heard, back in 2019, Monica had some work done over at the Beauty Lab and Laser for $2,000. But she is supposed to have made payments on it. And she only paid $449 or something like that. And after the show wrapped, somehow the accounting people over at Beauty Lab and Laser realized that Monica, yes, new housewife of the show, has not paid them the final payment from the $2,000 bill. So they are taking her to court for the money. She's countersuing them, saying that they have botched her shots when she got them back in 2019. Well, listen, I don't think that's going to go over well because Monica looks great. And sometimes when you go to those places and you get those shots, you have to let that stuff settle. It takes a good 6 to 8 weeks so it can, settle. Otherwise, you do look a little crazy, at the start. So I don't know, but it sounds like Lisa is probably somewhere dancing a jig now that she knows that Heather can't stand Monica. But I did notice at BravoCon, they kind of had the cast separated. Monica was on one side by herself and the rest of the girls were on another side. So, I don't know. I think that the whole cast is not dealing with Monica right now. That should be extremely interesting. Also, did anybody notice that Erika has her own spinoff show? Bet It All on Blonde? I don't think Bravo should do this to us. Like, we don't deserve this. Why is this woman getting her own spinoff? And from what I heard, it didn't go well. From what I heard, her residency was not selling tickets like they thought it was. At one point, some blogger came out and said that her tickets were on sale for $5. And I mean, she got a couple songs. I like her one song, Crazy, with the remix by Mano. That's probably about it. But you know what? I'm sorry, Erika. At least you're getting the money from, Bet It All on Blondes. It's going to be streaming on Peacock and Bravo, I think. I don't know. Anyway, on to this episode. So the episode starts out and it is really cute. They're all together. They're laughing. They're joking. They're having a good time, at Sutton's expense, talking about this woman and her zero dating game. Sutton has no game. She texts the man. He's got good looking triceps. Listen, I don't have much game either. I really don't. And the crazy thing is, when I'm just being my natural self, people assume that I'm flirting, but I'm not. And then when I'm really trying to flirt, I do a real bad job of it. This is not about me. Anyway, listen, Sutton just sucks when it comes to the dating game. I want Sutton to win. I really do. But what I love the most about it is they were all there. They were all laughing. They were all getting along, including Sutton and Erika, which I thought was pretty awesome. Sutton trying to be rude to her personal assistant about these white pants. She's really excited that she's got these pants. Where are my pants? Where are my pants? I'm going to be wearing these pants to the Magic Mike. The man has 57 jobs. He needs 57 checks. And she actually needs to throw in an extra bonus for how she acts so crazy from time to time. However, I think Sutton is a really nice lady. And she just needs to calm down just a tiny bit. Then we find out that all the ladies have glam except Dorit and Kyle. And I said, now this is a change. Crystal has glam. Garcel and Sutton have glam. We know Erika always has glam. But Dorit usually has glam as well. Her and Kyle did their own hair and makeup. And to be honest, I thought her and Kyle looked the best. Anyway, I'm just saying. We also find out that Sutton doesn't carry vodka in her purse. She carries Ocean Spray Ruby Red grapefruit juice. And you know, I love that Ocean Spray Ruby Red. I really do. This is still not about me. She says that if Beyonce can have hot sauce in her bag, why can't she have her Ocean Spray in hers? Go ahead. Keep your Ocean Spray in your purse. And I'm not going to say that you got the Ocean Spray to mix with your vodka. I'm not going to say that. But I mix gin with mine. This isn't about me. Anyway, moving on. Now, you know that, John Mellencamp's daughter said that she keeps vodka in her purse. Now, also, they asked her about this at BravoCon, and she said that that is an absolute lie. And she was really pissed off that her good friend Kyle was sitting right next to her, laughing and smiling, and didn't stick up for her and tell her good friend Teddy that that's not true. Don't say that about Sutton. This is Kyle that we're talking about, though. Kyle wants everybody to jump in and save her, but she's not there to step up for her friends. She is not. Anyway, the ladies are super excited. They're going to the strip club. They're going to see the Magic Mike. There's something about male strippers that I just don't get into. It's something about a strange man and his penis flopping around me, in my face, close by me. I don't know you or your penis, and I think it's just too much. Sometimes I can be a bit of a prude. Other times I am real racy. You know what I mean? It just depends. Maybe it's, when I have my gin to go with my ruby red. Anyway, again, this is not about me. Moving on. Now listen, honey. Erika knows these people, and she is super excited. So these strippers come up and they get Erika and Crystal. They go down to the main stage, okay, to get a little nasty lap dance. This is what I don't want. I have told every last one of my girlfriends, when it comes time for me to have a bachelorette party, if we show up and there's strippers anywhere involved, I'm just going to turn around and leave. I don't want that. What I want is a nice fancy dinner. And then I want us to go out to some club and dance the night away. I don't want strange man's penis all around my face. I don't love it. Anyway, the girls were having a good time. Crystal was having a blast, and I kept thinking, what is her Lion King directing husband gonna think? Anyway, Erika, she got into it, honey. She had them legs spread open. That man's head was down in her private business. I said, oh shit, this is a good time. I would have had a great time sitting in my seat where I was. I would be laughing and screaming and drinking, having a good old time, dancing a little bit in my seat by my damn self. Anyway, Sutton freaks out. Oh my God. She's having a complete conniption fit. I wore these pants for nothing. Girl. This grown ass woman turned into a 2-year-old toddler who was jealous that she was not down on the main stage with her legs wide open and some sexy man's head between her thighs. And then she tried to lie and act like she was just embarrassed because it's not on brand for her. She's on the American Ballet Foundation. I call bullshit. No, ma'am. This has nothing to do with your American Ballet Foundation. This has everything to do with the fact that you have said multiple times that you wore pants. You came with all those dollars. You were ready to get down and get nasty, and they did not pick you. That is the problem. That is the main problem. If one of those dudes had picked you and set you in a chair and crawled up between your damn legs, you would have been happy as a lark, celebrating all night long. But they didn't pick you. So instead, you storm off and throw a full damn tantrum. That was sad. It was sad and embarrassing for you, Sutton. Now, while she's out in the corridor crying and acting like a tiny child, Kyle gets called down to the main bar, and some man is licking whipped cream off of Kyle. I said, oh gosh, if Sutton could see Kyle getting licked up and down with this whipped cream, she would throw a complete conniption fit. There would be ruby red every damn where flying out of her purse. This is just ridiculous. The American Ballet Foundation, girl, shut the hell up. What would the American Ballet Foundation think about you being there in the first damn place? Girl, you a lie. You was jealous. So then she tries to take her anger out on Kyle. She's screaming and yelling at Kyle. Then she told Kyle she was being a bitch. And listen, Kyle said, wait a minute. Now you're being a bitch. You are out of line. Don't talk to me like that. You are the one who brought up that this was not your brand. She tried to lie and say that she didn't say that. That is absolutely what you said. Then she wants to run and jump on the Sprinter van. I said, what the Sam hell? So Kyle texts Crystal that they need to leave because Sutton is upset. I said, this is ridiculous. They are here to celebrate Crystal's 40th birthday. Sutton is making this about her, and you want Crystal and the rest of the girls to leave? I absolutely would not. I don't give a damn if it's this girl group or my real life girl group. If this was my real life girl group, I wouldn't leave. No, ma'am. Whichever one of us is acting a fool like this, let her act the fool out on the Sprinter van by her damn self. Find you a Uber and carry your ass back to the hotel so you can cry yourself to sleep. Okay, go back to the hotel, take off your fancy ass pants and cry your ass to sleep, because we are not leaving. We are going to stay out here and enjoy this show. We're going to go have a nice dinner, and then we're going to go find some place to dance the damn night away. You sit up there in that nice hotel and cry. This is ridiculous. Anyway, Crystal being supportive, and this is good. She stood by Sutton. I'm not staying by her. No, ma'am. Crystal goes out and gets in the Sprinter van. Erika and Dorit said, no, ma'am. Erika said, these are my friends. I came here to see them. I'm not leaving. Sutton says, well, I don't want to make a big deal out of this. Garcel said, it's too late. You have already made a big deal out of this. You know, blowing up and everything, sitting on the damn Sprinter van. It was just ridiculous how she was acting. This is not how you behave. Every last one of you are grown as hell. Every last one of you is over 40 now. This is not how you behave. So as they're sitting in the Sprinter van, I said, oh, Lord, I'm thankful that Erika gave up fighting for Lent. I said, because if she has to be bothered with Sutton and this tantrum that she is throwing, Erika's going to light her butt up. I'm watching the show, and everybody knows I love me some Sutton. Okay, the first season that Sutton was on, I thought, this woman is kooky as hell, and I wasn't into it. The second season, I started to like her, and I have liked her ever since. But this was a bit much. Grow the hell up, Sutton. In the words of Lisa Barlow, it's not that deep. And I don't care what this woman says. She can act like she was appalled. She can't believe they were so raunchy. She's on the American Ballet Foundation. But that's not true. The truth is she wanted to be chosen. She wore those pants. She was upset about it. She kept saying, it's not about the pants, but it is, because you brought the pants up like 80 times. And then right before you stormed off, you said, well, I guess I wore my pants for nothing. So it was clear that you were just being jealous. You know, when Erika and Dorit finally comes out, Erika makes this comment. She says, is Sourpuss in the van? And then when Erika looks in the van, she says she's sitting there like Judge Judy. And I said, oh, Lord, not Judge Judy. But then Erika got on the van and she was perfectly kind. I could not believe it. Sutton apologized and Erika handled it beautifully. She says, it's okay. And then when they asked her about it in confession, she said, I already told you I gave up fighting for Lent. And I said, daggone it, if only they could have started filming at the beginning of Lent. And she could, you know, because there's only 3 days of Lent left at the time of the filming. So it's only a matter of time for she gonna go to hell off on somebody. Dorit in her confessional, she says, I can't believe Miss Manners stormed out like she did. Toughen up, Buttercup. I said, oh, Lord, Dorit is really killing it in these comments. But what threw me back, made me laugh my head off, was when Crystal said, how do you feel about the fact that we're not upset about this? And then Erika busted out laughing like nobody is upset about Erika, and Crystal laid out on the stage up there. The only people upset about it is Sutton. Garcel says she don't even know if Sutton ever had the sex. She said maybe her kids were delivered by a stork, because the way she is acting is so virginal. You know what I mean? She is really too much. Such a proper princess. So the ladies compliment Garcel, her parenting, and, you know, because she was saying that she's going to spend some time with Oliver the next day. And Garcel says in her confessionals that, you know, she's listening to the ladies and she appreciates it, but, you know, she doesn't really trust the women around her children or trust to tell them anything about her kids after the way that they behaved last season, which is totally understandable. You know, last season, Garcel's son was cussed out by Erika, and they all laughed. Then Garcelle and her sons had to deal with racist trolls bullying them online. You know, it was a lot that was going on. And then when Garcelle brought it up to them the next morning, she wanted to be honest, and she told them, you know, I want my kids to feel protected by this group the same way all the rest of the kids are protected by this group, or the same way you guys would want me to protect your children in this group. And right now, I just don't feel comfortable, you know, talking about my kids. I don't feel safe with you guys. Dorit decides that this is her chance to become a victim. This is not about you, Dorit. And I was really appalled by Dorit's behavior. Dorit is a mom. She's got these beautiful children. And if the same shit would have happened to her children, it would have been World War III. She was, in my opinion, basically telling Garcelle, you know, fuck your feelings. You know, we're your friends. We're here. You know, you should trust us. No, you showed me that you can't be trusted. If Garcelle would have came back and said, Dorit, I don't give a shit about your PTSD for your robbery, Dorit would have been devastated. Dorit tried to act like she didn't laugh. Okay, at the moment that Erika was acting stupid and cussing at Jax, Dorit did make a comment like, no, you can't say that. That's her baby. I appreciate that. But later, Dorit, PK, Kyle, and Mo snickered and laughed and thought that shit was hilarious. I just hate this. Like, this woman should be able to express to the group that she, you know, doesn't trust them right now at this moment with her child. This kid suffered big time on social media with all these people harassing him. And, you know, bye, Dorit. It was bad because, you know, Garcelle opens up, tries to tell them how she's feeling. Immediately, Dorit wants to shut her down. Then Dorit sort of tells her that she needs to move on. It was last year. Okay, you were robbed last year. You should move on. Your house was burglarized. Then people threatened you. Move on from it. What? Her child was harassed for weeks online by racists threatening to kill them and all kinds of other crap. And she should just get over it. I don't think so, ma'am. One thing that Dorit did have right is when they were talking about Kyle getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and going to the gym. And Erika said, yeah, she went with her Birkin bag. She said, is the Birkin getting to work out too? Because it's carrying all the money. That was hilarious. But Dorit said, Kyle going to the gym that early in the morning on vacation. This is clearly a woman that's going through something and she's hiding something. Well, we already know she was going through something and she was hiding something, but I don't think it's anything wrong with a woman or a man going to the gym on vacation. Some people are truly dedicated to their fitness. Some people just really like a good workout. And there are also people who don't feel as if they function properly throughout the day without them hitting the gym and, you know, getting all those endorphins released. If this is something that she wants to do, let her do it. Clearly other people go to the gym or hotels wouldn't have gyms. I'm just saying, leave this woman the hell alone and let her work out. Anyway, guys, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.